Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So, this is about America's greatest father. Girl, the multi-million dollar sperm donor. That's what it sounds like to me. Um, it sounds like people are out here, hitting a lick. The sad thing about all of this, it really is like children possibly being brought into a chaotic situation, and the babies don't ask for none of this. Girl, and let's just get into it, and then we're gonna talk. Okay, so this is according to dailymail.com. NBA star Anthony Edwards files paternity lawsuit against his ex-girlfriend while battling another former lover. So, Minnesota Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards has reportedly filed a new paternity lawsuit against his ex-girlfriend, Alexandria DeRoches. Girl, I will mess somebody's name. I will mess somebody's name up. It comes while the NBA star is also locked in another legal battle with another former lover, Aisha Howard. DailyMail.com has reached out to Edwards' representatives and attorneys for comment. According to In Touch, ooh, oh, girl, hold up. Okay. According to In Touch, Edwards filed a petition on March the 21st in Georgia. He admitted to being a father to a child with Alexandria, who goes by Allie D. He claims she and the child now live together in New York, but the child was conceived and born in Georgia. The two states have differing child support and paternity laws, and all interactions between the two of them took place in Georgia. Edwards admitted he has engaged in genetic testing and wants the court to establish child support and issue an order confirming him as the legal father. Anthony Edwards is trash. I don't care what nobody say. I think the girls are musty and dusty. I think he's trash. Because what it sounds like to me is Anthony is just going around town, girl, delivering mail. You've got mail. And when the child is born, he wants the child support to be handled in Georgia, because if you file that child support in New York or Miss California, honey, girl, it's gonna be a nasty shakedown of his wallet. The girls, some of the girls in California be getting 40, 50, 6,000, 80,000, girl, and with the money he making, girl, it's definitely gonna be a shakedown of his wallet. Okay? But you're going around here, girl, delivering overnight postal service. Girl, okay? Expedited, girl, delivery. And then when these women get pregnant, you want to basically dismiss yourself from all parental duties and just cut a check. I think that is so tired, late, and through. But he only wants it to happen in Georgia because the child support payments won't be as high as they would be in New York and California. Anyways, so back in October, it emerged that Edwards was also taking Howard to court to determine whether or not he is the father of her child, believed to be a daughter named Aubrey Summers Howard. Edwards wanted the court to demand genetic testing, according to Page Six, who obtained the documents filed in Georgia. He also accused Howard of moving to California and filing her case there in an effort to secure greater child support sum. Howard denied and insisted that she moved to California months before the child's birth and had no intention of returning to Georgia. If genetic testing shows that the petitioner is the father, the petitioner requested an order establishing the minor child's paternity. Y'all, we already talked about Aisha and Anthony. Edwards insisted he is not seeking child custody or visitation of Aubrey, which I already know. Listen to this. This is where the shakedown of the wallet, girl. Okay, girl. Like, oh, I'm like, what is that on my mustache? The 23-year-old has earned over 44 million in salary from his NBA career and signed a 5-year, $244 million extension with Minnesota in 2023. remember one time my sister. I remember when Nick Cannon was having all these babies with all these girls, and my sister said, "Ooh, I know their pH is off." That's exactly what she said. She said, "Ooh, I know their pH is off." Anthony just going around town sticking his penis in all these girls, and on some real stuff, the girls, y'all just letting them. I get it. Girl, everybody don't have aspirations and goals to grow up to be like Michelle Obama or Oprah Winfrey. Girl, some of the girls got to get it how they live. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, girl, you know, I'm not mad at it. I would rather you have a baby with somebody who, just signed a $250 million contract. You know what I'm saying? But girl, at some point, girl, we cannot just be going around her bringing these babies into these situations. Um, Anything can happen in a relationship. You can get together with somebody, be in love, and then, girl, you break up a year later. But at least the intention was to kind of be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was a one night stand, I can understand a one night stand. Like, girl, I just had a one night stand and it slipped up, and girl, now I'm pregnant, and I don't want to. I don't believe in having babies. Okay, whatever. But situations like this, we have to just call a thing a thing. It does appear as though these girls, these women, or purposely lying down and they see an easy lick and girl, they getting it how they live. And I think that's a tad bit trifling. I do. But I definitely think it's trifling for Anthony Edwards to just have all these baby mamas around and him not even want to step up to the plate and handle his business. He's one of those men, like a lot of men, as young as he may be, he's only 23. He believes that as long as I provide financial stability, a financial payment, then y'all can say I don't take care of my kids. That's why he don't really care about the raising and taking them to their first baseball game, a volleyball game, a daddy and daughter's day. Said, no, 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 no. I'm just gonna cut the check. And then y'all can't say I don't take care of my kids. And the simple fact is, it sounds as though he's picking and choosing which kids' lives he wants to be a part of. The only victim in this situation is the kid, the children. They're the only victim because Anthony ain't no victim. At first, I tried to give him, and at first I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt because I was like, okay, girl, he's only 23. I ain't know he had 3 or 4. I ain't know he had like 3 other kids and 3 baby mamas. Aisha was the fourth, I believe. And I was like, girl, I didn't know. Girl, I'm thinking Aisha just to put that old school 40-year-old vintage cat on him. You know what I'm saying? Because she got over there doing all the tricks like Dre was doing with Jaylen and turned that boy out. Well, at this point, when I found out you got 4 kids and 4 baby mamas, girl, you ain't new to this. You true to this. You know? But it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It is what it is. Hopefully the kids are okay. And I mean, I guess y'all get what y'all want to get out of the situation. I don't know, child. Yeah, I don't know. It's a ghetto mess. Baby, listen to this. You never win when you play dirty. You know what's so crazy? Erica Jayne of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I thought that everything that she was going through legally, I thought she was pretty much done. I thought that I don't know. I just thought everything was done. I really don't keep up with Erica, but I just assumed. And when she mentioned on the season finale, for those who watched the season finale, when she mentioned on the season finale that I'm not in the clear quite yet. I was like, she's not in the clear quite yet. I thought she was done with her legal situation. Well, girl, listen to this. This is according to the Sun.com, the U.S. Sun. Can't hide. RHOBH star Erica Jayne headed to trial after she's accused of spending $24 million in ex-Tom Girardi's fraudulent funds. Girl. Jayne, 53, is being sued for more than $24 million in a civil lawsuit brought by Girardi's bankruptcy trustee, Alyssa Miller. Girl, my eye. Hold up, y'all. Girl, I was putting my moisturizer on my face, and I think I got some of the cream in the corner of my eye right here. Girl. I was like, girl, sometimes I just put my moisture, I put like dabs and then I just like rub it all over my face. And I think I got some of it in my right here in the corner of my eye. So, anyways, girl, we're gonna be all right. Um, Okay, so Girardi was found guilty last year of 4 counts of wire fraud after being accused of embezzling $15 million from clients in a 10-year Ponzi scheme. Tom, not Erica. Miller filed the lawsuit against Jayne in September 2021, claiming she knew that her estranged husband's firm, Girardi Keats, was secretly paying her expenses between 2007 and 2020. As assigned Oh my eye. Jayne, who has never been charged with a crime, has always denied any wrongdoing, insisted she was left in the dark about her ex's dodgy business dealings. Now, the U.S. Sun can reveal a judge, Anne Wang, has been assigned to the case, and a trial date will soon be set in district court. A source with knowledge of the case said she's never going to settle, adding that the trial will likely take place after June. The trustee argued in court docs that Jayne used Girardi's personal American Express credit cards to pay for expenses she incurred in pursuit of her entertainment career. In addition, the debtor paid all the defendant's billings, invoices incurred by the defendants for services obtained or products purchased by Miss Girardi in pursuit of her entertainer, actor, singer, writer career. Girl. Miller's legal team also claimed the charges and invoices were paid for by Erica's ex and recorded on his books and records as advances loans, and the amount exceeded $24 million. Go on and take some, girl. Erica, you know what? Erica used to be my girl. She all right now, but Erica used to be my girl. But girl, for you, if this is true, if you have had access to $24 million and the most you got out of it is a 1-and-1, girl, Erica lives in a one-and-one girl house. Girl, is that considered a house if it's 1-and-1? I guess, girl. When her mama come over, girl, when her mama come and visit, they gotta sleep in the same bed. Girl, you ain't got nothing to show for it. And like I had to get on her ass the other day. She got some nerve sitting here trying to throw shade at Garcelle and wherever Garcelle built her beach home at. When, girl, you don't even have a home. Erica has been on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for how long? And what does she have to show for it? A struggling career, piles of debt, a 1-and-1. Garcelle has been on for 5 seasons, and what does she have to show for it? A revamped career, producing TV films for Lifetime and whomever else. She has built not one but two multi-million-dollar homes. I'm not going to read all of this. I'll put the link to the article in the description box. Do I believe that Erica knew? Let me say something, I'm not. I will say this. Do I believe that Erica knew all the ins and outs of what Tom was doing? No, I don't. I don't believe she knew, because we have to take into account that when Erica got with Tom, Erica was a third wife. Tom already had that house, and I think the majority of that stuff. So it's not like she was there from the beginning. Like, people who I question, and clearly they didn't have anything to do with it, like Jen Shaw and her husband, Coach Shaw, with his fine self. Coach Shaw and Jen Shaw have been together since college. So they were broke together. You see what I'm saying? So it is weird that how your wife can have all of these assistants and live this luxurious lifestyle, and girl, what, you not question where is money coming from? Because I know how much I make down to the schoolhouse. You know, he was a football coach or assistant coach for some university, I believe. Stuff like that is like, okay, girl. Like Apollo and y'all homegirl Phaedra. Apollo over here on TV bragging about spending $5,000 to $8,000 at the strip club but ain't got no job. Hello? Erica was a kept woman. She came into this money. Now, this is where Erica and her ass started lying. When Erica tried to act like when all that shit hit the fan with Tom, and she jumped ship about 2 or 3 weeks prior, and she was like, she just basically wanted to. I'm paraphrasing. She just wanted to leave the marriage. Girl, stop. Ain't no way you just upped and left that marriage, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, girl, we found out Tom was all in this shit. No, girl, somebody gave you a heads up. The shit was about to hit the fan, and your ass had to hurry up and jump ship. Do I believe that Erica, at some point in her marriage, probably started thinking, girl, what the girl? Like, I know some lawyers can make bank, okay? Like bank, 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 bank. You know what I'm saying? But do I think at some point Erica started thinking, girl, like, this nigga really like living good? Girl, like, what type of clients he got? I could see Erica thinking that at some point within that marriage, but I could also see Erica just like, girl, ain't got nothing to do with me, honey. He take care of me, and it is what it is. I don't think she knew everything. I think she probably thought some stuff here and there. I think that she's definitely lied a few times. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Girl, good luck. I guess Erica. I was about to go on a whole rant. Let me leave it alone. Ugh. All right, so this is according to TMZ.com. Sean Kingston and his mother found guilty in wire fraud trial. You know, I don't want to talk about nobody's mama. Girl, I ain't trying to talk about nobody's mama. I don't like to talk about nobody's mama. Listen, I don't know what was going on with this lady in her head. Girl, at some point in life, and I know it's hard, especially for women who may be going through hair loss. But at some point, baby, you just gotta just cut it off and try to start all over. Because it's a bald head in the back. Then I think she got locks in the back. I mean, it's a bald head at the top. Then she got locks in the back. And the only person I could think about was Myra. Some of y'all don't know who I'm talking about. Y'all know Myra from Martin. Remember when Shanae told Jayne, you gotta go to work on Myra's feet.
You gotta go to work on Myra's feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then remember when Gina gave her a perm, but she didn't have the, what is it called? The neutralizer. What is it called? I forgot what it's called. And she basically took Myra's hair out, and Myra had those few strands of those few strands of hair hanging down the back of her neck. Girl, this is who, girl, she reminds me of. She reminds me of Myra.
Oh my
God. This is a mess. Okay, so the beautiful singer, the beautiful girls singer and his mom, Janice Turner, were found guilty Friday on all 5 charges they were facing. Sean reportedly cried as a jury returned the guilty verdict, and he told U.S. Marshals to protect my mother as they remanded her into custody and took her away from the courtroom. As we reported, Sean and his mother were accused of defrauding businesses out of more than $1 million in a fraud scheme involving jewelry, luxury vehicles, and other goods. The judge deemed Sean's mother a flight risk, which is why she's in custody, and Sean is now on home detention as they await their July the 11th sentencing. Sean and his mom are looking at some hard time after being convicted of wire fraud. We're talking a max of 20 years in prison on each count. Ooh, girl, for each of them. As we told you, federal prosecutors said Sean and his mother unjustly enriched themselves by falsely claiming they sent money transfers to pay for high-end goods, and then kept the stuff even after it was discovered the payments never went through. Y'all be wanting stuff that bad? Girl, I get it, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. Girl, I think we all. No, that's a lie. I think I you know what, I do think that everybody wants to go through life and not have to worry about money. And they want to live the life that they want to live. Whether it's living in a small town, whether it's living in the big city, you just want to be comfortable, right? I'm not going to jail over no jewelry. I'm not going to jail over no cars. I'm not going to jail over no little bit of money. I'm not going to jail. I don't need it that bad. I want my high rise. I want my high rise condo so bad. Girl, I ain't about to scam for it. Girl, God want a Hermes so bad just because. I ain't about to scam for it. Girl, it'll get here when it get here. And if it don't, then it don't. That mean I don't need it. I'll be all right. I'll be all right with my little Zara bag. Okay? Until I can get what I want, girl, Zara gonna have to do. Prosecutors claim Sean and Janice obtained more than $1 million in property through their alleged scheme, including ripping off a car dealer for a $160,000 Cadillac Escalade and jewelers for $480,000 worth of bling, all without paying a dime. The feds raided Sean's Florida mansion in May 2024, and shortly after, they were both arrested. During the trial, the judge reportedly said Sean's mother showed she was a fixer, the nerve center, and the alleged fraud scheme, while Kingston's defense team claimed he was simply a child who was clueless about his finances. When I tell you I will pull the child card in a heartbeat, let's see how old Sean Kingston is. Hold up, let me see. He was simply a child. Hold on. Sean Kingston is 35 years old. Girl. Y'all love when I say girl, when I say the people will infantilize a grown person in a heartbeat. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It is what it is, baby. Um, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell them. And you know what's so crazy, y'all? $1 million is a lot of money, but girl, it don't even like $1 million is not a lot in the grand scheme of like, girl, y'all could be possibly facing up to 20 years for each count. But that's 100. Y'all are basically facing up to 100 years in prison when you think over $1 million worth of stuff. Girl, that's it. Girl, if you go, all I'm saying, if you gonna do it, baby, do it. Girl, if you gonna be a scammer, shout out to the scammers. I'm not judging. But if you're gonna be a scammer, girl, it would make sense that girl, if you're gonna risk it all, then girl, you're gonna risk it for just $1 million worth of stuff, cars, and a little bit of like a kind of like an Escalade. Anyways, remember when Kenya Moore was like, if I was a hoe, I'd be the best hoe out here. I wouldn't have one Rolls Royce, I have a fleet of Rolls. That's what I'm saying, girl. Anyways, all right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. I need to go. I need to go. Matter of fact, speaking of Zara, I literally just ordered 2 bags from Zara. I'm only gonna keep one because they both look the same. One is basically bigger and one is smaller, but I don't know how they're gonna look, so I just order both, and then I'm gonna return the one that I don't like. Anyways, I'm going, girl, go pick my Zara bag up, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.